So where is Sir? Sir's there, Sister Filius. I reckon it's going to be a drop-off thing, just where it's like that kind of...
So I hear you think mages should be free.
Everyone should be free, not just mages.
Huh.
Not everyone's dangerous.
It's not about who's dangerous. It's about having choices made for you. Don't you wish you had the choice not to have lyrium stuck under your skin?
I do.
This is silly. I don't want to argue.
Do you want to guess what color my underclothes are again?
Oh yes, that's much more fun.
Isabella, I do not mind you standing that close to me when you were talking about freedom of choice. That's cool. I didn't know that Isabella... I mean, maybe she mentioned this before. I didn't know that she was so strong on freedom of choice, because I was just thinking about this last session. Well, weird thing about Dragon Age is because Dragon Age 2 here is not giving me like a formal storyline. Like in Dragon Age Origins, I was just guy whose job it was to deal with the blight. So my moral compass said, point me at the blight and I will make it go away. Hey, face. But because there's no like through storyline there, my values keep shifting like they probably do with people in real life. Like when it started, it was family, and gradually it's becoming like politics and Kirkwall, and most recently it's become a lot about freedom of choice, just like Isabella was saying there. So it's kind of cool to hear her agree with that. It's interesting. You know what's interesting as well about Isabella is that when she first turned up, I was extremely attracted to her as, well, any hot-blooded straight fella would be, or non-straight woman. Well, I don't know. Opinion, I guess, but yeah, definitely, like, to the extent that having her along was distracting. Oh, hello. Not good, but you're not worth leaving in a chest. What are you doing just sitting here, buddy? You get to go in my junk. That came out wrong. But yeah, like, since actually sleeping with her, I honestly feel like I've gotten that out of my system. Like, I have her around now, and I'm just kind of, like, used to it. It's kind of funny that even though... like, that's a feeling which is translated to real life, because I didn't actually have sex with her in any way, shape, or form from a player perspective. But from a character, now that I've done that, it's as if I have, and I'm sort of like, yeah, I'm just sort of at peace with that just now. She's still hot, obviously, she's still beautiful, but she's not frustratingly so anymore. Hey.
I think you let this get away from you.
See?
How did you... No, I don't want to know. Just thank you.
Good, I don't have an answer to that question anyway. I don't... Yeah. I knew that was going to be one of those hand quests. I appreciate I never finished that thought earlier, but... she, I had no idea what that was about. Doesn't really matter, I guess. Let's go do Black Powder Courtesy, shall we? Yeah, no, that is interesting about Isabella. Hightune Market. Don't know what it is about this today. The city seems rather pretty. Maybe it's just because coming back to this after a while. When you're editing an old session, or do you know, it's probably because I spent so long in like the bloody Deep Roads in the last session, I'm not used to this actually nice environment again. Having said that, let's go down to the docks and roll in this shit for a little while. Okay. A choice to gather my party here. Interesting place to put that. Is there anything on the map here? Procrastinating. Dealing with the Arishok is always a bit of a headache. I feel more firm in my own stances and stuff like that now. Which is interesting because beforehand, like with the Qun, I was sort of unsure, and that's what made me nervous. Like dealing with the Qun and the Qunari, I was like, what is going on, and should I agree with it? Now that I'm more firm in my moral stances, slightly, I mean, I'm still occasionally confused as all hell. Now the nerves are coming from a place where I'm pretty sure that I will disagree with whatever the Arishok has to say, but we don't even know what he has to say. He wants us for some reason. Let's go find out why.
You go ahead. I have something I should do.
Wait, why?
I'll put it off if that's what you want, but I need a reason.
It's nothing, really. I'm sure we have plenty to do, and I don't want to interrupt too much.
Uh-huh. Wait, what?
I'm so sorry to hear about Bethany. I didn't need another reason to hate the Darkspawn.
Well, after that flashback from 2 years ago. Wait, how long has it been again? It's been 2 years, not 10. Why do I think 10? I think I'm thinking Half-Life.
If anyone tries to sell you clams, just say no.
Okay.
The last time I had clams in the docks, I was sick for a week.
We should get going.
Sure. Kind of weird that every now and then they'll say something. So you don't want to see the Arishok, obviously. Hold on.
You just go ahead. I have to pamper a kitty.
Whoa. Sure. That was weird. Alright. Let's grab, me a rogue, so let's grab Varg. Weird.
All are forbidden, except you, for now.
And me 3 buddies. Back in here again. You know, expanded past this point. There aren't that many of you. Well, actually, you could be inside. But this isn't a lot of ground space.
Iain Hawke.
Hi.
Yes?
Last we met, I did not know your name. Did not care to. You have changed your fortune over the years.
Well.
The Qunari have not. I offer a courtesy, Hawke. Someone has stolen what he thinks is the formula for Gatlock. You will want to hunt him.
Gatlock, the black powder? Stole your explosives. Why should I care? You will want to hunt. I mean, like, that's sort of what I want to ask. You will want to hunt him. I'm gonna be diplomatic, I'm gonna be careful. But I don't think this is correct, but it's a good way to move the conversation forward.
Sounds like the recovery should be worth something to me.
1,000 lives.
Uh-huh.
The stolen formula was a decoy. Sarkamek, a poison gas, not explosives.
Oh.
A small amount is dangerous enough to your kind, but if made in quantity, perhaps by someone intending to sell it.
That merchant, Javaris.
Would he be cautious? Or would he assume success and make enough to threaten a district? A courtesy, Hawke. You will want to hunt him.
That is really interesting. We'll go with Varg's thing in just a second. Thank you. Weird. Let's learn a little bit more.
So, how dangerous does this fake mixture become?
It is not a threat to Qunari. For your kind, it is as dangerous as those who breathe it.
No riddles, please.
The gas kills, but first it turns allies against their own in blind rage. So, the greater the skill of those sent against us, the more dangerous they become to their own people.
And you thought this was a good idea?
It is no longer our problem.
So you made this as a decoy. You guys are just so strange. So you made this as a decoy because you didn't want your gunpowder exploding. Why not make a harmless decoy? Were you intending to kill the person who did it? Were you not expecting them to replicate the formula? If that was the case, then why are you thinking that now? Is this just hindsight? Or are you just... Why do I get the impression you may be testing me?
You made your hate for this city clear 3 years ago. Why give me this warning?
I don't call anyone in Kirkwall an ally or even a good rival. But you have shown competence. The day comes when the Qun will demand an accounting. Until then, I will show respect to the most promising among you.
As if that comment doesn't require any further investigation.
So, you just leave the decoy laying around?
We did not make it easy. 3 Qunari died defending it. Enough to impart a sense of worth. If the real formula were at risk, the Qun would demand that we protect it to the last of us.
So maybe you were just trying to identify who it was that was after it? Using me to get rid of a potential threat? Very calculated. And again, throwing away the lives of your people because they're not full lives. Only the society is a full life and they're just part of it.
It took Javaris long enough to come up with this. Are you sure it was him?
Others have asked for the Gatlock, but only he chose to delude himself beyond no.
Right.
Is 3 years so long to a hateful fool? I have no way of understanding such weakness. His crime seems obvious. Further evidence could be the deaths of many. I wouldn't wait.
There's a lot about this I don't like.
Can't say I appreciate being saddled with this mess.
Your thief set this in motion, not us. I was tempted to let it come to its expected end. Panahedan, Hawke. I do not hope you die.
So, hunting a thief. Asking at the coterie would be a good bet.
Oh yeah! I lost the option for Varric at some point during that. Oh, that's a shame. Did I lose it or did I just forget about it? Well, either way. I mean, like, those can be good and interesting and stuff like that, but well. We're at full approval of Varric anyway. So that is interesting because I expect... Okay. I thought from some hints that I was getting that Fenris would have some interesting interactions with the Qunari. But he didn't say anything. I mean, I didn't really expect him to from a gameplay perspective. It's just the impression I got of a couple comments. But hey ho, like, egg on my face. Never assume anything, because it makes a fuck out of I and you. Right, where am I going? So, in the coterie, good idea. Varric, you don't have anything right now, do you?
What is that smell? Why does this place always smell?
Well, walking behind me. Don't blame me. You'll know if I fart. My wee cape thing will go... so, the coterie. I mean, I'm kind of... Wait, hold on. Ah, no, there's a base in... Yeah. There's a base in Darktown for the coterie. That'll be it.
Is there something you want, Anders?
You really don't have the temperament for a slave.
Is that a compliment or an insult?
I'm just wondering how your master didn't kill you.
How have the Templars not killed you?
I'm charming.
Not at the moment, you're not. Okay. Coterie.
Turn up your purses, Kurtwall. The leases of Javaris Tintop are up for grabs.
Did anybody understand what that said?
You're selling the assets of Javaris Tintop?
We are.
Oh.
Limited district, limited contracts. Keeps territory clear and separate from the start. He had a meager lot, but he skipped with dues outstanding. So up it goes.
Alright, fair enough.
Sounds like he's made a few friends. Can one of them point me his way?
Ask that about anyone else, I'd have you thrown out. This one, he owes me too. Javaris left in a hurry. I'd put him at Smuggler's Cut if he's avoiding patrols. It empties at a cave outside town. Tell him I said, don't come back.
Javaris doesn't exactly sound like a mastermind at work here.
No, he was kind of thick. To the extent that, like, 3 years later, I don't know, he must be really down on his luck to be still be holding on to this idea from 3 years ago, and well, really? I was expecting to have to go outside of town. Cool, just around the corner, right? Why don't you go? Never mind. I guess I'm better equipped. Let's shuffle. Smuggler's Cut. I guess that makes sense as the name, it's a cut. Now what's attacking us? Carter thugs. Frickin' dwarves again. Just got done fighting you guys. Hopefully you go down faster than your possessed brethren. So is that a door over there? Hello? Okay. That's for later. Sorry guys, tank late to the field, tank late to the field. Excuse me. Fuck y'all. Okay, turn to this guy, and then assault. In fact, you've used up your whirlwind. Yeah, do that. Do I have cleave set into your tactics yet? I do. Target team short, medium range. You should use that already. Whatever. Hello? Oh, right, yeah, Dragon Age 2. Got it. Actually, one of the few areas where it's realistic to do that. Way! Balletic.
How about you?
Aha, whoops, failing again on my duty to the tank. Varric, yeah, stealth away from there, please. Iain, get that threat back.
I'm not gonna make it.
You'll be fine. Just try and avoid the firestorm. Yeah, no, he didn't make it. Do we need him for the rest of the fight? I don't think any of us are going to go down, so we might as well. Yeah, do that. And then Lyrium. It's kind of a shame that I don't have the oomph to cast both that and aid allies in quick succession. Stamina in general is maybe a problem party-wide. Maybe I should start focusing a bit more into that. But then again, like, it feels like damage levels and stuff like that are also a major concern. Nice. I'm liking not having shield defense on, honestly. Like, the damage stuff, it does make combat more interesting, even if I'm not at my best.
Need to rest.
We okay? Yeah, we're okay. Plus, it makes me feel more mobile. I can get around a little bit faster. And at the end of the day, I am doing like a let's play, you know, like for a good viewing experience, this is way better than, you know, the jib jab dance, which I do when I'm in shield defense. So, this goes on a little bit. Let's at least see if down there was a dead end before we head any further than what is maybe plotwards. So yeah, Smuggler's Cut. Did I say finish saying what I was gonna say about that? Just that, as a name, it makes sense. This is a natural tunnel out the city. Jeez. So maybe there's multiple routes. Well, this way feels more like it's gonna dead end sooner anyway, so let's do that. It might just be a section of the map that they have forgotten to close off, you know. But no, there was loot down there, so it's meant to be intended. Maybe two routes leading to the same destination? I guess we'll find out. No, don't go this way, Joe. This closes off the path to the rest of the game. Oh shit. Well, different types of enemies say this is probably the right way. The right way to go to dead end everything, I should say. And just using fireballs makes me happy. I don't know why. I think just fireballs make me... Oi!
Somebody order a shot in the face.
There you go, Barry. Nice finisher.
It's done.
Cool. Corpse spider. And we gotta head back out that way anyway. Guarding this crate. With an amulet in it? Meh. Why that's 4 stars is beyond me. No, that's Anders. Varric. Heavy shields. That's rather nice, you know. It's not as nice as mine. How's it look? It's quite nice. I might give that to Aveline, actually. Who, as is usual, is stuck with kind of my leftovers. I was thinking about companions in Dragon Age and sort of the approval system, which I know I said I'm not going to worry about it as much. I'm not, but I do like the benefits I get of going down a path with one or the other. Although there's this part of me which is worrying, especially about Fenris, that being a rival with him actually pushes him further away from what I want him to be. The fact that he has this animosity with me means he is less likely to follow my advice, and maybe that's true. But sometimes a rival can give you that other perspective that you need to see things clearly. And I want to help Fenris so bad, I really do, because he is... It's not like I dislike him at all. He's a good guy, we just do not see eye to eye, and I refuse to back down from my stance, and he refuses to back down from his. And that's cool, like, I'm learning to accept that is naturally how a relationship would be, and therefore the stats are lit. Hello? I thought I saw a red dot on our position there for a second. We're good. Instead, there's just an enemy 3 miles away. Hello, sir. We will be down with you momentarily. Nope, no we won't. What? What was a door? Is it... That is... Okay, sure, whatever. So... Javaris working with the Carta then. No, I better finish that point really quickly. Yeah, so but I still hope to help Fenris, pull him away from this path that he's going down and towards this more optimistic, like, way that he can move on with his life and be happy. That's what I want for him. I want him... Yeah, I want the people who wronged him dead. Everybody to me, please. I want the people who wronged him dead, but I also want him to be able to move on, because that's the ultimate victory, isn't it? When somebody who hurts you is no longer able to affect your life. Bloody dwarfs and their magic resistance. Do you know, I could use some backup down here, Fenris, whenever you like. Okay. Here they come again. So yeah, Javaris in bed with the Carta, maybe? So maybe Javaris cut a deal or something like that, because... Hold on. Some opportunities here. Wait, everybody just died. Did you just use cleave or something like that? Whoa, 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 whoa! How does that just happen every now and then? Just our enemies die. I noticed that in editing a couple times in the last session too. Okay, okay, okay. To me, please, thank you. Okay, now's a good time for the fuck y'all. I feel like there's some sort of combination that I'm not aware of going along there. You know, between staggering and... Anders, what's your abilities with stuff like that? See, you don't have any upgraded stuff or anything which is meant to affect disorientated or staggered targets or anything. But it just seems like suddenly this burst of damage comes through and sweeps the battlefield clean. I'll maybe need to look that up. Because there's a potential that I've been playing this game wrong for a while, and there are combinations which aren't just like the obvious ones that clear battlefields. Honestly, I doubt it, because I feel like the game would have made a bigger song and dance about it.
Good to go.
Cheers. Alright, here we go. So maybe Javaris... Hello? Oh. Mercenary archer. Moving up in the world. By that I mean literally the height of our enemies. Haven't you been playing Dragon Age 2? This would never have worked out well for you. Bunching them up together. Just carving through them. Do you know... Ooh. Ship in the bottle. Cool. I actually don't know what my approval rating is like with Isabella these days. So I can go that way or down there. There are enemies down here, so let's clear them out as they come. That haste. Are you okay back there, Anders? Just bring it in. So he's staggered. Let me just check. So I'm still trying to get used to this. Art of War and cross-class combos. So warriors and mages can exploit stagger. Okay. Arcane or primal schools. Anders, do you have a primal? No. Primal arc? Yeah, you don't have anything. Never mind. If Meryl was here, maybe she could do something with that, but I don't. Don't think I've forgotten about you. You like range? There's range.
I can't move!
Hello? Oh. It's because you're being stabbed, dude.
I'm not gonna make it!
I got you. Bottle of aged Antibin brandy. Dr. Chakwas would like that. Let's see. Okay, so there's a... Looks like the journal entry up there. Yeah, the wilderness. Okay, so that's an exit. So what's down here? Hopefully a small amount of loot and no further combat. I gotta say, I'm not recognizing the design of this cave. I don't know if it's just like a section I haven't been in before, if I'm forgetting. That's alright. But it's nice. Nice to be in an environment which is a little less familiar to me. I'm not sure what the deal is with the modding of this game. I know I started talking about that earlier. I was looking for mods which would improve the combat in my eyes, or just make some minor polish tweaks. You know, like they do for every Bethesda game where they fix everything the developers forgot about. Hello? I feel like I'm about to get spidered. Back. I was hoping for something like that because this game is... It's not bad. Like, I had a lot to complain about last session, and I stand by what I said. There was a lot of problems going on with whatever was happening. But it's also just, like, preference stuff. This game isn't very heavily modded. A lot of the stuff is, like, more attractive hair for Hawke. I think I said that before. Apologies if I did. And, yeah. No, that aesthetic stuff. Which makes me think that maybe the code is more limited or less accessible. I don't know much about modding. What people did with Dragon Age Origins by sort of allowing the automatic tactics to kick in, that was all great. But there's nothing like that, or anything which adjusts the combat in this, really, here. Aha. I'm seeing a lot of potential in this market. Are they firing at me? For the most part, me or Fenris, we can manage that. In fact, Fenris has got this over here. Let me go. Fuck y'all. Go. Do you know what is that? The ability. Is it in this? Cleave or assail. There's something, but I think it's one of Fenris's special trees, which very simply allows Anders to die. Whoops. This is changing things. Step it up. Concentrate. I need to be more careful about that. Like, I don't think I've formally clocked that enemies drop in so frequently. Okay, everybody come to tank, please. Can you do that? Did you just do that? There we go. It's Varric in stealth now. Losing the threat. So Varric, you're okay, just get health bolts down you. Oh. Or Fenris is just like, oh, fuck's sake. See that in Assassins. Stop that. Stop healing.
Thank the Maker.
Jeez. Oh, you.
That any way to greet an old friend?
You? Granny's garters, she would hire you.
She?
I can't buy a break on discount. You know what? Go ahead. Take my head and pike it back to that sodding elf. I need the rest.
What?
What in blazes are you talking about?
But you don't know? Then what? You're tracking for the Qunari?
Yes.
Then she did it. That elf got them after me for nothing. Bitch born.
The obvious thief was perhaps a bit too obvious.
Maybe.
Look, I'm minding business, same old. And out of the blue, some elf tries to kill me. Says she's got the Qunari powder and I'm her cover. I slipped her, hired some bodyguards, and ran for it. And now you're here. Great.
Nice of her to give you a heads up, I guess. The Qunari wouldn't believe you. Where is you? I do believe you because this never quite added up. By the way, that's a lot of Carta. You must be doing okay. Who and where?
So far, all I see is you.
Leaving the other person behind is the first step in running away. Sorry if that's inconvenient.
Good point.
Want to drag Dark into light? I had a man follow her. The elf's in Lowtown. I just want to get out with my dead guards. Thanks for that.
You're welcome. Yeah, you were short-sighted, but this... I mean, you don't have a great measure of character from meeting somebody once, but this didn't seem quite right. And I believe you. Instinctually, I believe you.
Sounds like you have a long way to go. Hopefully.
Right. Got me a rosy future to plan out. Think I'll start by selling some boots. Sodding bunch of... Take a long breath on a short shaft, you blasted dog lord inroaders. What a mess of mud and blood. No resale value at all.
Maybe try selling them less for the boots and more for the mud and blood. Your blood is an excellent fertilizer in certain circles. Maybe go to the Vinter. Try there. So yeah, I mean that makes sense. Yeah. I don't really know why I believe him. Maybe it's just a gut feeling. I'm half wondering if it's born more from like game logic or if it's just a feeling of character that I get. An elf in Lowtown. This is Meryl. I'm going to be, well, unhappy, but yeah, I'd still hit that.